Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone? Sorry. So, thank you for being with me last night. If you were live on the pick a card for the full moon in Leo reading, that was really, really powerful and good stuff. So, if you haven't had a chance to look at that, check out the replay, pick your pile, and get your reading. And for those of you who are interested, it has also been uploaded to YouTube. So it is there. So we are in this full moon energy. So if you're feeling out of sorts, if you're feeling the change, the shift, that truths are being revealed to you about people and situations in a way that may be very disconcerting, the revelations may not feel good, but it's needed. It's needed for you to step into your power and become more authentic. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Melissa. I'm an evidential medium. I teach courses, and I am also in master instructor teacher with integrative energy therapy. And my mission really is to help those of you who are ready to step into spirit, your connection with spirit, getting in alignment with your life purpose, who you are, and who you're meant to be at this time. So, that is really where things are moving into. Good morning, Mandy. Hello. So the revelations this full moon energy is bringing us is the shift in things can't stay in your life the way that you thought you wanted them to, or you thought they were going to be able to. So take a look at that reading if you didn't get a chance to. There's 3 piles. Oh no, Mandy, don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. So the pick a card for the full moon is up. So take a look at that. There are 3 piles, 3 individual readings. They were very different. Sometimes I do those pick a cards and the message is similar throughout all 3 piles with maybe little variations. These were 3 very different messages. So I feel like there's many different revelations coming for people in this energy, that it is the energy in your life is shifting in some way. For people, it was love. For some people, it was money. For some people, it was situation. It was about that internal shift. So this is a big energy. Big energy. Very excited about it. Good morning, Charlena. Good morning. All right. So with that being said, I've been using the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the messages for this month, because for the heart, because it is February, and a lot of heart chakra energy out there, a lot of hearts being reopened, a lot of hearts being it's the only way to heal your heart chakra is to reopen it. And so for those of you who have felt like you've been shut down emotionally or not letting new people in for a long time, I feel like this energy is absolutely going to help you to be able to forgive who needs to be forgiven, let go of any situations that are still playing out in your mental body that don't feel good, things in your heart that still hurt. So I've been using this psychic tarot for the heart because I feel like that's what this month is all about. These energies are all about is opening your heart back up in some way. So whether that's forgiving someone who really did you dirty in the past and kind of leaving it in the past, or if it's reconnecting with a family member or a loved one, that, it's just time to put the past behind you. For some people, it will be a reconnection of relationship, and you just want to make sure that you're being discerning, because the time apart really allowed you to become new versions of yourself or different people than who was in the relationship prior, that you really take the time to really get to reconnect and re-know each other for who you are now at this present moment, not who you were in the past. So be discerning as people start popping back up in your experience. That would be my best advice today, because I do feel like that is going to be one of the things that really happens in this energy is people reaching out and saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. But for you, you've really got to be clear about, okay, what does that look like for me? How do I feel about that? And do they get a seat at my table again? Or do I just kind of need to leave them be and let them go on their way? All right. Those went well. So this should be a good reading. Those went well. And to begin. Yes, for some of you, you may be reconsidering or allowing people to come back because you're feeling alone. And you don't want that to be the case. So this feeling alone, if you are feeling alone, really get quiet so that you can get in touch with the light that is within you, the light that is always shining, that spark of divinity that is always within you, so that you know that you are never truly alone, so that you don't end up stepping back into a situation that isn't going to serve you or be different than it was the first time around. Making sure you're not making choices based out of fear, because if you're making choices based out of fear, chances are you're going to have to revisit that at some point. When you're making those lower vibrational choices, because you're afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid of not receiving, of not having, of being alone, of being left out. You can never be left out. You can never be alone. So dropping down into your heart, connecting with that spark of divinity that is within you, and you will never feel alone, because things are changing. So even if you are alone right now, if you've been single for a very long time, or you really feel like people have walked away from you or left you behind in some way, that's changing. That's changing. And it is through the healing, it is through your own healing, that things are going to move in a positive direction, that you're going to open up to love, feeling connected. The healing is what is going to bring you through feeling alone. So it is about, look at that. She's opening those curtains back up. It is about opening your heart back up. It is about stepping into your power and really allowing yourself to love yourself and draw love to you. It's not about holding it off anymore. Because it is time to share your love. Share your love with the world. Share your love with yourself. Be loving. Be compassionate. Stay in gratitude. Things are shifting. Things are moving. And so for some of you, it is going to be very, very uncomfortable because the hurt is still there, heavy on your heart. The loneliness is real. The feeling is right there. But it's time to drop down into your heart. Drop down into the hurt and release it. Recognize the feeling. Recognize the feeling. And you can probably feel it physically as well as emotionally. Drop down and feel it. Don't run away from it. Don't push it down. Let it come up. You might have to shed a tear. But feel the feeling and then ask for it to be released, that you're ready for it to be released. Ask for help for it to be taken from you, especially if it's something that's very, very long-standing. It's been there a long time. You could actually put your hands on your heart and get quiet and ask for Spirit to come and take this from you, because it is too hard. And help you to feel, see, know, and hear the love that is within you for yourself, that you can radiate out of you and draw to you the love that will be compassionate, the love that will be honored, the love that will be respected, the authentic love that you're ready to step into with a friend, a mentor, a romantic partner, wherever you are on your journey. You don't have to stay in the hurt. It's time to open back up. Share the love. And if you have people around you that are still bringing you the battles, still bringing you the obstacles and challenges, choose your battles wisely. Because for some people, they have to stay in their story. They can't forgive. They can't let go. They're not ready. And if you're in a situation with someone where they're not ready to move forward, you may have to leave them where they are. And that can be very sad and hurtful. But remember, you can only change you. You can only change you. And so if you've got someone in your life who has dug their heels in to their trauma and drama, and they want to swim in it because that's where they feel comfortable, sometimes all we can do is love them as we leave them there. And they will either pick themselves out or they won't. But you can be the model. You can be the way shower, showing them that you can pick yourself up. You can move on. And it is time. It is time to move on. It is time for you to seek your truth, not anybody else's truth. It is time for you to get out of the thoughts of, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. It's time for you to seek that truth that is within you and draw to you the magic inside of you that will open up and bring to you that which you're desiring, you're wanting. It's through your healing. It's through your compassion. It's through your gratitude that things start to be received by you, flow to you. But you have to do the healing. You have to do the seeking. You have to do the asking. You have to do the work. But it starts by going within and opening up the divinity within yourself. Whew. All right, we're going to get some. We're going to get some advice to go with this, the advice that just flew out. Yeah, it is time to cut those cords with those folks that just can't go with you on this next leg of the journey because they're not willing to do their work. They're not willing to do their healing. They're not willing to respect you and love you the way you deserve to be respected and loved. And sometimes all we can do is have compassion for them, pray for them as we leave them behind. But by cutting the cord, you are releasing that energetic connection that's holding you back. You're taking back your power to who you truly are. Loving yourself enough to say, enough is enough. I've given enough. I've done enough. I've been enough. I've loved enough. If they're not meeting you halfway, it's not a balanced relationship. And it's time to let them go. And that's what this full moon energy is all about. It's about these situations being revealed to you that have been really pulling on you and weighing you down and holding you back. And now it's time for you to begin the healing and allowing yourself to move forward. And one of the ways to do that is to cut the cords. It's not what we wanted. It's not what the plan was. But sometimes we have to save ourselves first before we can help anyone else. We have to heal ourselves first before we can be beneficial in other situations. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Haley. So this is big energy. Big energy. Yeah. Now is not the right time to try to talk to them or change them or help them. They can't hear you. They're swimming in their own depression, their own sadness, their own unworthiness, their own trauma, their own pain, their own blame and shame and victimization. There's nothing you can do for them right now. They can't hear you. When they're ready, if they get there, they will be back. And if they're not, you can continue to pray for them. And that is the only way that you can help them change their energetic signature to be able to look up and love themselves. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. Yeah, call in Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. As you're going through this, and it feels daunting, and it feels hard, and it feels uncomfortable, and it feels sad, call in Archangel Raphael. When you're putting your hands on your heart and you're asking for that healing to be taken, invoke Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of healing, to come in and help you. And he will. He will. Because it is time for you to think big for the potential is here. The potential for you to receive and have and gain and move, it's here. The energies are nudging you in the direction that is for you. In staying in these situations that no longer serve you, it's not going to work. The energy is not going to allow you to. Make the choice to love yourself enough to move forward, that you're not alone. Stepping into your divinity is going to bring out the potential of where you're headed. It's time. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to receive. It's time for you to be into alignment, into your life purpose. What is for you? Yeah, Jerry, absolutely. Absolutely. The ascended masters are here for you. The archangels are here for you. The high vibrational beings are here for you. All you have to do is invoke them. All you have to do is ask them, and they will show up. But one of the things that we came here to have was free will. So they're not just going to dump into your energy and solve your problems. That would defeat the purpose of us being human. So you have to invoke them. You have to request a most benevolent outcome. You have to pray. And they're there. And they're there. All right, this other deck is calling me. So we're going to get another message to go with this and see where Spirit wants to take this. The Divine Matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. It's a play on coincidences, not coincidences. They're God incidences. They're synchronicities. It is the energy coming together in the right time, in the right way, that feels magical. But it's not. You've been setting the intention, you've been doing the work, and now it's showing up. So step into getting into connection with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, into connection with yourself, that is the connection to all that is. Your divinity, your sovereignty. It's all right inside of you. It's inside your DNA, your connection to all that is. The universe, God consciousness, whatever you want to call it. It's right there. All you have to do is tap in, get quiet, pray, ask, and receive. And when it shows up, don't hold it off. Don't say I'm not good enough. Don't say that's too much. No, say thank you. Thank you. For some of us, it's very uncomfortable to receive because we've been the pleasers, we've been the givers, we've been the taker care-ofers. And now it's our turn to receive, and it's uncomfortable. We don't know what to do with that. That is your people-pleasing trauma response that we have to let go of. Dropping down into our heart, getting in connection to who we are. That is where we need to be. In this energy, that's where we're going to be taken over and over again until we get it. Because Spirit brings you the messages you need until you receive them. They keep bringing them. Decade after decade in some cases. Receive. That's what this potential card is all about. Your potential is showing up. It's time to receive. Think big for your future. Think big for your future. No more playing small. No more playing small. That message has been coming to me for the past few days. No more playing small. So if you've not seen any of my other daily messages, take a look at them. If you didn't see the Leo full moon pick a card, take a look at it. Because that's what this energy is doing, is it's pushing us to be seen. It's pushing us to work on those things, those relationships and those passions and those purposes that we've been putting behind us. And now it's time to bring it forth. And for some of us, we're blocking it because we haven't done the healing part. We haven't gotten clear about why we're blocking ourselves, where we're still playing small, because we're fearful. We're afraid of failure. We're afraid of being seen. We're afraid of achieving the goal, because the goal has been so out here so much that it feels so unattainable and so big, it scares the heck out of us to actually get to it. So that fear of attaining it is keeping it blocked from us. This energy is not going to allow us to stay blocked. It's going to move something, shift something, where we're going to have to take the next step. Are you ready? Are you ready? That's what this energy is all about. Pushing you to the next step. Go the extra mile. Grab a hold of what's being brought to you. It's not too good to be true. Nobody's going to pull a rug out from underneath you. That energy is gone. That's out of here. That was last year. That was your last cycle. This new cycle is all about you receiving, all about you coming into your power, all about you dropping down into your heart and connecting with your divinity and sovereignty in a way that you can't play small anymore. Think big for your future is exactly what you need to do, because you're going to be brought to some big things. And if you're not already thinking them, it's going to feel terrifying. And it's time. The next few months are going to be big energies. Things are going to shift. Things are going to move. People are going to come and go out of your life. It's going to feel uncomfortable. Are you ready to heal those parts of yourself that are still blocking? Are you ready to get into connection with your sovereignty, with your divinity, with everything that you have inside of you that's being woken up? That spiritual DNA that you've been carrying your whole life is waking up. Are you ready to step into it? Are you ready to get into connection with what you're being brought to? Whether it's an inner shift of I'm seeing, feeling, hearing, knowing things in a way that I didn't before, and can I trust and act on it? Or how do I take that really big job that I was praying I was going to receive and I've been offered it, but now I'm scared to death because it's big. It's the most money I've ever made. It's the most responsibility I've ever been given. Step into it. How do I trust this new person coming into my life? I've been hurt so many times before. Don't allow the past hurts to affect your new situations. Take it slow. Take it one step at a time. But don't not step. Awesome, Natalia. Awesome. Don't not step. Take the next step. Take the next step. All right. Oh, I love it when Spirit is like right here with me. Yeah. Love yourself. Step in your divinity. Appreciate your gifts and talents. Share them. That self-love, that spark, that is going to draw to you everything that you're wanting. Relationship, money, career, family. goal. That's what that spark is, what's going to light everything coming to you. That getting in connection with who you are. Loving yourself so much you're not accepting any BS from anybody. Anybody that says you're not good enough, see ya. Anybody says you don't deserve, see ya. Anybody criticizing you and judging you, see ya. I ain't got time for that. I'm loving myself so hard you can't put me down. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's time. And it will feel uncomfortable. You're not used to doing it. You're not used to loving yourself. You're not used to saying no as a complete sentence. People pleasing, trauma responses. It's out of here. It's out of here. Setting boundaries, loving yourself. That's the new normal. And those of you that are waking up, those of you that are really stepping into your power, keep coming. Keep taking the steps. It's scary as hell. It's uncomfortable as fuck. It's hard. You got this. You got this. You can do this. Whew, I love you all. Thank you for being here with me today. I didn't know where this message was going to go today, to be honest with you, and it went powerful. It's good. Keep taking the steps. You're going in the right direction. All right, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. I'm sending you so much love. So many blessings. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.